Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It was a short break, but we are ready to reconvene with the action here at the Maincast Autumn Brawl event. Day 2, final game of the day. We're almost there, Liz. Well, I say almost there. There's plenty to come in the coming days.
Almost there, baby.
Almost there for day 2 being complete. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
You feeling good?
You're feeling good?
I'm
You're
feeling
great
good
as well, huh?
I'm excited.
It's our last game today, though. Are you feeling good? Aren't you sad that there will be no more dotes?
I'm upset that last game was over so quick. I'm upset it was so decisive. This one, on the other hand, Winstrike, morale boost for a quick win. FCDB, now this is the catch. They've had a break, but they are going to be feeling exhausted after that game they had earlier.
Oh, that game, man. You need a day of a break after that kind of a game, honestly. At least they won. Like, losing that kind of a game is actually heartbreaking. So winning it is, you know, I would compare it to something that, whatever I want. It's just for... Well,
thanks for the insight, Alex.
Yeah, I would compare it to something, but nah. I rather want. The Twitch chat can be kind of sensible every now and then. A little bit sensitive, so I want. Look at this, though. We have the Phoenix Axe versus the Dark Willow Magnus. But this Phoenix Axe, we saw it before. However, this time Silencer is the first ban. So basically what that means is
you can actually use it.
Egg is gonna be used, and if you try to go and attack that tag, Axe can be... It's gonna be possible for Axe to jump in, follow up, make a call, prevent them from actually hitting that tag. So, also Axe is really good versus Dark Willow, there's that too. Also Axe can work versus Magnus, there's that too.
Also, there's
yeah,
a few more also, guys.
Phoenix is decent versus Dark Willow as well, as all of his spells go through the Shadow Realm. Basically, Axe versus Magnus, I always found Axe like the more powerful Magnus. Like, Magnus basically has that RP every once in a year, while Axe can jump in and call time after time, multiple times in a team fight. That's basically... And the thing about Axe versus Magnus, if you wait with Axe, if you let him RP first, you can jump there where he RP'd, and you can make a call and then basically save your teammates like that. So that's kind of a nice mechanic for Axe players too.
I mean, it's interesting you say that, because that was actually always the thing that Dendy said. It's like, why are you picking Axe instead of Magnus? Like, I could either have a giant RP on a huge cooldown, or I could have a small RP on a pathetically small cooldown.
Yeah, I'd rather have the smaller RP. At least that's my opinion. However, what Magnus does bring to the table is Empower. Empower can't really be neglected, right? Like, it boosts some heroes so hard, like that anti-mage in the last game that we've seen Magnus played in.
Yeah, the game where he didn't want to build a Battle Fury because he already had a pocket Battle Fury in the form of the Magnus. But it's that type of hero that can do that, of course. But at the same time, it does come at that cost, is the fact that you hear me say it a lot. You've heard this term, you've cast me enough, you know it's my term. All right, I'm going to coin it. It's going to be there one day. Insurance policies.
Insurance policies? All right. Yeah, insurance policies. Sure, 2 Aquilas, 3 Aquilas. He's investing
that's different.
He's investing in Aquilas because he has this Empower behind him.
But that's not just that. It's the RP. The RP is the insurance, like a global silence insurance policy. These big ults that prevent the enemy team from stacking hard on you because of the reset.
Yeah. So you're preventing them from stacking on you, but then you have a Rubik to steal that RP.
Exactly.
What do you think about that?
Well, this is our first Rubik of the tournament so far. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Nice. Are we going to see an Infest Bomb, Magnus plus Lifestealer jumping in, using RP? Suddenly Lifestealer jumps out of this. Magnus starts whacking at you. Lifestealer actually can be quite decent versus Axe.
I mean,
it can also backfire, yeah.
There's a big question here. Are we going to see the big, bad, scary Lifestealer right-click build? Or are we just going to see one of those, boring
Solar Crest Radiance, yeah.
I would rather see the big crit build.
I would rather see the damage build here as well, because one thing that Radiance build does not give you is attack speed, and having attack speed in this game is also pretty neat versus the Phoenix tag, and the Radiance doesn't really help you that much versus Axe, so perhaps having that armlet or whatever, could work a bit better. He doesn't have to, like Radiance could work as well, if he has a good time, obviously. I think it depends on what they have on mid. If there's a hero that creates a lot of space, let's say Magnus isn't mid, if there's a hero that creates a lot of space, moves around, is very active in the mid game, then the Lifestealer can go for Radiance. If the hero on mid is kind of greedy, like something like an Invoker or something like that, then probably Radiance isn't the best option, as you're gonna have to start moving earlier with Nikes. And TB, alright.
You know, this is not a bad pick. Of course, the catch is Lifestealer. He's going to do a lot of damage here regardless because, of course, Terrorblade's big advantage is I get late game, I've got loads of armor.
Yeah, loads of armor, and if you get that Skadi, you can always kind of kite the Lifestealer, stand far enough. They don't really have many heroes that deal well with Terrorblade right now. They don't have anything, actually. The Magnus should be kind of fine on the lane, I suppose. But that's basically because of these two supports that Winstrike has drafted. Like Phoenix and Rubik, honestly, what are they doing? I mean, okay, I understand the Rubik versus the Magnus, you can steal the RP, but their lanes should be very hard for them. I mean, still, they can outplay, they can outskill Dynamo Brest, but it's hard. You're basically, like Phoenix, his power does not lie in the laning stage, and neither does Rubik's. And then you're picking those two heroes versus Bane and Dark Willow, whose powers lie everywhere, but definitely in the laning stage as well.
It's also the individual kill potential. As you think about the Dark Willow against Terrorblade, and here's the big problem: if you get caught at 6 against a Bedlam, there's no Sunder target available for you.
Yeah, definitely Dark Willow can actually swallow a Terrorblade. He is squishy. He has a ton of armor, but he is squishy, so that can happen. The Brood has been banned and the Huskar has been banned, so we don't want any cheese last picks. That's what they're saying, and I like it. I respect that. What could they pick on Winstrike though?
I mean, what do they need to complete the kind of draft right here? Is like they've got the initiation.
They could use some active mid hero, something active.
Where do you want to go with this? I'm thinking someone that actually gives you an initiation form, not Kunkka because they're too tanky for that.
Let's see.
Maybe Alina, it's not too bad. Although the
Not
Bane's a little bit threatening,
yeah.
and there's always the chance that he gets the rage off before you start your combo.
Yeah, not great versus Lifestealer. But Lina could work. TA maybe. It's not really Lina. There you go.
Bam.
Bam.
What can I say?
You were right. Is TA banned? It's not like
No,
they could go for that TA perhaps now.
You could, but with what you're up against, a little bit risky with the Axe and the Phoenix. It's not a terrible TA game, but it's not, you know, here's a clear runway.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I understand and I agree. It's not really the best TA game either, but it could work. That would put the Lifestealer in one of those positions in which he actually has to go with his team and kind of create space, which is alright. I actually like the Lifestealer in that role as well. So the TA could work. What else could they do? Zeus is pretty decent versus TB.
That's true, and you have got the control, the jump. He doesn't need to be the one initiating for you. You've got the forms with the Magnus and the Dark Willow that can set up fights.
It's
maybe another delivery form for the Lifestealer instead of just Magnus.
Like what? What can go mid? That can actually also be a Storm perhaps, but it's not really versus.
It's not a terrible Storm game. Like, the alternatives aren't picked right now. Queen of Pain is not popular. Puck, of course, we've already had that discussion earlier today.
Yeah. I mean, it could work, but I don't really like it that much.
Alk could be way too greedy. I hope they don't do an Alk. Winstrike will just lick their lips and go, we can screw around again.
Yeah, they would have that option to finish the game really fast again. With the Terrorblade, as soon as he gets like Dragonlance Yasha or whatever. Let's see what they opt to go for. Dragonite actually. Alright,
that's a tempo setup. So and it can be initiation form for the Lifesteal because you two typically get the Blink Dagger on a Dragonite.
Well, with the Empower actually, this Dragonite can also be a pretty good damage dealer later on with his Dragon form plus the Empower, and the Lifestealer should farm fairly well. He shouldn't really suffer after the laning stage.
It's definitely a flip form, right? Like typically we see the Dragonite. We've seen it more recently with the Drow because of course you can go range form, you get the Aura. This is like the other way around, like more effective when you're in melee form, which means your weaker point is amped up, so you can actually farm very fast on this Dragonite. I think the only question is, can they secure enough of the map so that everyone can farm? Because Lifesteal is going to want room, and Dragonite is going to want to use that room as well.
Yeah, Lifestealer, if they play it in a tempo controlling way, you don't really need room to farm. You just need to push and pressure them and slowly choke them out of the map and then take over their jungle and farm there. So you can do that. You can play like that. And Dragonite, with each dragon form, he's going to be looking to take towers. He's playing versus Terrorblade. And Terrorblade needs a bit of time. He's not AM or anything like that. He can fight as soon as he has meta on, right? But still, he does need a few items.
Well, gotta be wondering what the viewers at home are thinking. Final match of the day. Final chance to get a little bit of dosh in your pocket with those guys back there. And I believe we are about ready to get underway. Come on, Ops. Where are my beautiful camera views? Are we in the jungle again, or are we just admiring the front?
Are we going to sing a song, maybe, for that tax again? I don't think so. Not again. Not this time. I don't feel the inspiration, man,
you have to
any
pay.
longer.
Okay, we're going to put that behind a sub wall, all right? That's going to be a new thing.
Pay-per-view, right? That's going to happen.
Yeah, there we go.
Right. Overall, though, what do you think? What are your odds? I'm not asking about GGBet's odds. I'm asking about your odds.
Winstrike, I'm going to give you like a 1.15 odds.
1.15?
I'm sorry, Brestamons, all right? I'm feeling this draft a little bit.
Winstrike, I don't know. I wouldn't give them. That sounds about right. 1.15 sounds about right. Like you're playing it safe. You're playing it safe though.
Is that playing it safe?
Yeah, I mean, of course it is.
Like playing it safe would be like 2. You know, both teams could win maybe.
Yeah. All right.
But like I'm looking from this perspective.
You don't trust in the Dragonite pick, man. That's what I've noticed.
I like the DK pick, but I don't like the Lifestealer pick. I'm not a fan of it here, mainly because I'm looking at this, right, and I'm thinking of all the variables. It's not just the draft, right? You got to keep in mind Winstrike just came off the quick stomp. They're going to be feeling very confident. On top of that, they have, in my opinion, probably the most powerful carry in the game at this stage in the meta, which is the Terrorblade.
Whoa. Really? That's how you feel about Terrorblade? Is that strong? I missed that memo, actually.
Did you? Well, you know,
no, I agree.
You're a support. You don't have to worry about that.
He's really strong right now. You're right.
It's also the case of, like, he's probably one, in this game, if there's anyone that's going to use the BKB the best, like, once Terrorblade picks that up, he's going to run at everyone.
What's going to happen on this lane, though? You're going to have a Phoenix and Terrorblade versus Dark Willow Magnus. Dark Willow and Magnus should have an easy time there, actually. So that Terrorblade can work, but he needs to have a decent-ish lane. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be...
Well, I'm kind of surprised. I genuinely thought they would actually put the Rubik down there because you can mitigate the extra damage from Empower with the Fade Bolts. Instead, you're just going to have your Phoenix get the crap kicked out of him, which is not an ideal scenario, actually.
Right, so it looks like 2 runes each. Yeah.
Looks that way. Yep, Velio picks up 2 in the top. FCDB do secure the bot runes. As Silent did try and sneak in on the back.
The cinematic view of the rush bit.
Oh my god. Lina completely missed the creep
Ruined.
wave, but this is strategic. No, strategic. Look at that.
But I mean, it's ruined the cinematic aspect in which Roshan is behind the creeps crashing.
Like, when are they going to arrive? And then just casually, clumsy Radiant creeps run by.
I mean, this is kind of good for Pikachu because...
Kind of? Really?
He didn't get all the last hits under the tower. That's the problem. He got only 1, you know. That's
the point I was going to make, is Iceberg's got to be feeling pretty damn good about this. He denied 2, Pikachu only got 1.
He's going to be pushing again now, though. So Pikachu should be fine. Alright, he's actually taking so much damage. He's not fine.
Yeah, he took the Brief Fire level 1. He's not going to regen up too well here. I like that Iceberg has identified that, and he's immediately in his face. He doesn't care, because he knows he can actually trade harassment much better in that scenario.
On the top lane as well, J4 already dropping really low, has to use that salve. Palantimos is gonna most likely be able to farm under the tower. Oh, always wanna fly. He is dead. Almost.
No, he's fine. He's gonna salve up. They can't get across. Shishakat and Surbat getting super low as well. Silent, the only true winner here. Metamorphosis on cooldown means they're not gonna die, but they do.
But he's farming, right? And that's the biggest. That's the most important aspect of this lane. It's that the Silent farms. Most yeah, that's it. As long as he farms, he'll be fine.
He's fine. Problem is in the top lane, I'm just thinking how hard this Axe is going to pressure onto Palantimos. It's not a pretty lane, actually, for a lifesteal.
He actually went with 2 stout shields. This is very interesting because...
It means he can get down low on health and suddenly lifesteal does nothing. Because, of course, this hero, until he picks up phase boots, he's wholly reliant on Feast.
Yeah. I don't know, like I haven't seen this in a while. I've seen it built versus Broodmothers, but I haven't seen anyone build 2 stout shields on Axe in a while. Because it used to be really popular and great, but
I think it's also the Fade Bolt, right? Because the damage is reduced to a point that Stout is going to completely
Oh yeah,
mitigate.
actually that makes a lot of sense. So maybe they really brainstormed this idea a lot. Maybe that's it. Makes sense actually. With the Fade Bolt reduction, even the fact that Stout shields are diminishing, it doesn't really matter that much. Always want to fly, securing that haste rune for Iceberg.
Yeah.
Who's gonna now be able to harass the DK even harder, because with haste you can kind of it's
you
not
can
double
poke
damage.
and move away before
Yeah,
the creeps get
it's
involved.
not double damage, but you can poke. That's kind of nice.
Nongrada's just doing whatever he wants.
Here we
I
go.
always want to fly.
Goodbye.
There's that denied, the good old one. But meanwhile on the top, just looking at this Nongrada, 22 last hits already, 9 on Plantamos. This is... I don't think you can afford in this type of game to have a lifesteal or have a rough start like this.
The problem is he has no regen, and he has to tank these creeps as well, so
Oh,
they're
Fade
gonna
Bolt.
dive in.
He's forced to use the rage. He actually use the open wounds in the bot lane in the meantime. Sobad's going to go down. The first blood drawn there in the top. The fight continues, and the battle hunger's out. Plantamos, he's already used the rage. He's
gone.
dead. He goes down. The sleep's going to be on an axe, but it's too late. J4's just going to farm up a few creeps, but they got what they came for.
Yeah, it looks like this lane is much stronger than I expected it to be honest. Like, I expected the Bane to be pretty much on par with Axe and Rubik when it comes to trades, but nope. The Bane has been completely dominated, and so has been the Knight.
Oh, bot lane fight's going on. They're trying to help the Metamorphosis Terrorblade. They'll find the kill. They always want to fly. He might want to fly the hell out of it. No way you hang around against that. 2-on-1.
Always want to fly flies away, yeah.
Velior.
Suicide.
They're just doing it everywhere
well,
here.
yeah. I mean, they've learned. They're basically...
They smart.
Yeah, they smart, yeah. Like, players did it on Tier 1, but now everyone is running at that Tier 1 to get the bonus experience. Oh, what? No, they deny, okay. He doesn't want to run that far, apparently, because the creeps are under the tower.
Effort. Yeah, it was actually a nice move from Dragon Knight because he pushed the lane in and forced Iceberg to come up immediately or miss out on creeps.
I mean, that invis isn't really what you want, as it doesn't really benefit you at all at that point.
Is he going to dive? Yes, he is. He doesn't care about the Cursed Crown, and suddenly Sobad needs to move away.
Actually,
He throws out the Shadow Realm, but the ticks might bring him down. The burn's not too strong. Meanwhile, on the top, J4 being chased along. The Overwind's coming out. Nongrada has to turn a fight with Plantamos here, who doesn't want to fight with him.
They're dealing no damage to him. Did you see that?
It's the Fade Bolt. This is what we're talking
Fade Bolt
about.
plus the Stout Shields. They're hitting him, but he's not taking no damage there, and there's a ring now as well, so he's just going to heal up.
I also
They're
love
coming
the
back
fact
in. They want this.
They kind of have to punish him right
They
now.
wanna
He's
fight
getting away
for
with
the
everything.
bounties.
Well, Antamos has just zoned out the Rubik, but Nongrada's like, okay, I'll just keep farming. He doesn't care right now. There's the Tentacles left. They'll get the bounty rune.
Nongrada
Nongrada
might
get
fall.
low. It's going to be close, but the battle hunger means he can move away quick enough. Uh-oh, brain sap coming off cooldown, but Nongrada, he just shrugs it off. He doesn't care. There's nowhere near enough damage coming out from J4.
He has to juke.
Yeah, he's actually going to be able to TP out if he wants to. There it is. TP to the shrine, says I'll heal up. Time wasted again for the side of FCDB.
He's on top of the last hits charts, and he's doing really well on that offlane attacks. Creep skipping and just taking those creeps as well to the small camp, farming the small camp as well, just dominating Knights overall.
Well, this is the thing. The Terrorblade's not doing too great, but at the same time, Naive is the lifestealer, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I think you usually...
They want the Lina. She's level 6. The Cursed Crown's going to be there. Iceberg going to move away. The Root's going to be there. There's the Light Strike rate. Nope. Laguna not enough to kill Pikachu. They might be got Iceberg. Going to turn around the Mango. Look for the kill. J4 is going to fall first. They get Iceberg afterwards, but now need to move away. As Velior rises a little bit too late to help out his mid.
Yeah, Pikachu was a little bit hesitant there. Like, I think he should have went in for the Lina kill earlier while she was stunned. They had time. Because of that, the Bane died as well. Because of the fact that he didn't fully commit. But it was looking scary for him, so I understand that he didn't want to risk it.
It's a good kill, but at the same time, you just rotate 2 heroes to help out your mid there, and you still lose 1. I don't think that's acceptable because you just basically alleviate pressure on the outer lanes on the side of Winstrike is now free in the outer lanes to do what they want. And actually, not so free. Actually, Cheshire Cat diving in the tower. The Root hitting on Always Want to Fly as he flies in.
Cheshire Cat should fall here.
Yep, the burns are there, the illusion as well. Cheshire Cat's going to go down. Terrorblade can't get the final tap, and so bad. He might actually die as well. The burns are a lot.
Has Fairy Fire.
He's going to Fairy Fire up. The illusion's just a little bit too slow. The Sunray coming out. Always Want to Fly. He's not the Always Want to Die here. So bad is, though. He's going to go down.
Oh, he gets him.
Double kill for the Phoenix. Now in the mid lane, the Nightmare coming across. J4 needs to move away from Iceberg. He does have Light Strike array. He'll connect onto J4. And he'll be able to finish him off here. He's going to brain sap up. The Laguna's coming off cooldown. He
steal it, Rubik. Steal it.
Go on.
Come
Final
on.
Tap. No, you should have done the steal.
He didn't wanna. But as Rubik, you actually... Oh,
he knows where he is. Dragon Slay through.
Misses.
Oh, no, he
can
missed
suicide. Go
Can he
suicide
get in? Can he get in? Can he get in? Light Strike? No, Iceberg. He says, I know what he's up to.
He actually caught him right on the edge there as well. Pretty good play by Iceberg, actually predicting that he's gonna suicide. Was obvious, obviously, but still.
But yeah, the positioning factor.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, the Bane's probably got to take the shortest path, but you never know for sure. You never know sure you're going to get.
Yeah, the Rubik was coming from the other side, so he had to, in either way.
And Palantimo, I don't know. I feel like I'm looking at his life state. He looks lost. It sounds silly, but he genuinely looks. What is his goal here? What is he gonna do?
Yeah, he wants to go and contest the attacks, but he can't really. Then he goes back to farm and gets contested, gets pushed out of the lane. It's not looking really great for him. As you said, like you mentioned the Terrorblade.
He's on a fly, trying to fly away. The skewer comes through and he'll die. Indeed. Many and questionable choices. Not so sure about that.
Not great, yeah, not great indeed. However, the Terrorblade is still farming under the tower, so that's all right.
Yeah, he's kind of actually accepting the occasional death. I thought he might go for an early point Sunder. Like, we don't typically see it, but with the pressure that's coming out, there's the opportunities for Sunders in between the stun control.
Yeah, I think the Sunder would definitely be verted there. The problem is, if you get that Sunder, you slow your farm down by quite a lot. And that's why people opt not to go for that Sunder on level 6. Pikachu
Smoked up. Iceberg's been seen. Dragondale's going to come out. They should be able to hit him up there, finish him off. Light Strike Ray comes out. Iceberg trying to move away. The Nightmare's on top of him, though. And they'll get the final tap. He will fall.
They got him. The creeps are actually pushing onto the Dire side, so they can't really instantly turn that into a tower push.
But that's problematic. That's the second Elder Dragon form, and you've done nothing with it, really, in terms of what you need to, which is towers.
He needs to push. He needs to push mid now.
Flying away, but guess what? J4 comes across. Sunray this time always want to fly. Once again, you will fall. Every time he tries to make those escapes, it's not working out.
I think they're picking him off a bit. Like, it's a bit too easy the way they pick him off. After all, he is a Phoenix. He should be able to survive these ganks. Like, perhaps just stick to the cliffs and Sunray over the cliffs. That always works.
Yeah, play the outer side of the map instead of the inner.
Instead of playing on the lane, you can still defend the tower and stand behind the tower in the woods, basically in the trees next to the cliffs. Because as Phoenix, your greatest advantage is that you can move over the cliffs, and no one else can. So
I feel like right now, though, looking at this from Winstrike's perspective, sure they're giving these kills off in the other lanes, but look at Nongrata. It's just a freebie for him. And the problem is, that's the hero you need to succeed for Winstrike in this early game transition, because he will just turn the other lanes around. Yeah,
he's going to do a lot. I mean, Nyx can still work versus a fat axe. It can be, it can be their solution to the axe, but this axe is going to bring the pain very fast. He already has that Vanguard 10 minutes in.
He's about to have, he's close to a blink as well. This is getting scary. Nemo's so bad, he knows how important that Spirit Vessel is. That'll be his first priority. J4, Nightmare goes out and always want to fly. Iceberg just shotguns down with the Laguna and the Dragon Slave, and J4's gone. But hasted up, Pikachu trying to move across, nice Light Strike array.
They want the Lina.
They need to find the Lina. It's important they get this kill with so much invested as well. They're going to try and move forward. He dodges out in the roots now, always want to fly. A little bit deep, will get stunned up the Dragon Tail. They're trying to bait in for the RP opportunity. The Curse Crown there on the Iceberg, but he's under tower. Nongrata showing up, so bad, stunned up, trying to move away quickly here. Has the Terrorize, only connecting on the Axe. No, the call comes out in time, and that is a very dead Willow.
Yeah, that's why Axe is good versus Willow. He doesn't really care about the Shadow Realm. He always interrupts it with a call, and she has to attack, which effectively moves her into the real world and out of the Shadow Realm.
And things get scarier, because of course the next thing on the shopping list for an Axe, you know what it is, it's going to be the Blade Mail. So anytime you battle them, okay, you're dead.
Yeah, the Blade Mail is actually so strong versus Dark Willow. You just move into it as Axe, and you use that Blade Mail, and she just kills herself.
She's not exactly a tanky hero. Oh, Cheshire Cat found. The call's going to come out in the middle of the creep waves. Terrorize going to be the egg's already been dropped. And Cheshire Cat, he can't move away quick enough here. He's going to try, but the egg is going to go pop, and with it, so will he. Sunray comes out to ensure the kill, and that should set up a push onto this tier 1 to the bot lane.
Yeah, they don't have the meta though for 100 seconds, so they're going to have to settle with a bit slower of a push. Yeah, they have the catapult.
Oh, so bad. Force use the Bedlam. Always want to fly, going to move away. The Cursed Crown is there. We'll stun him up in a second, but Bedlam's running out. The call's going to be there. And whoopsie daisy, mistakes by so bad. He needs to move away. The Nightmare to protect him. The TP out by Always Want to Fly. The Fiend's group's there. And this may be a little bit greedy from Nongrata. He will be punished this time around by looks of it. They're going to stun him up. Trying to run him through the route on the spot. He's so damn tanky though. The Battle Hunger coming out, it doesn't matter.
Get him.
The Brief Fire kills him off. In fact, they rotate another heroes here. There's 4 down here. They need to push for this tower right now. Well, the tower's gone, so where are you going to go?
I don't really understand why you rotate in the Magnus when Pikachu is here, and why not rotate in the Magnus on the mid lane where the tower is being threatened by Solo Rubik. I think that's a misplay, because now the Magnus is taking away the farm from the Dragon Knight, and the Dragon Knight is forced to move.
And this is kind of the thing, is that Winstrike, in a way, that's perfect because they forced them to play in the bot lane, where they've already taken his tower.
Yeah.
With the Dragon Knight, who needs to be taking towers? We're 12 minutes in.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing for him on the bottom lane.
Oh,
so.
Sunray coming out. Moving on J4. The call.
Oh,
Catching
the
on
call.
two. Non-Grata. On point. The spins are coming out. J4 is going to turn around. He wants a brain sap opportunity, but he won't find it. Still on cooldown. Nightmare buys him 1 more second. He's dead.
Non-Grata with the calls, man.
He's
always
on
point. Yeah.
We said he'd be the person to watch. He's the one who can reset this entire game, and any bad lane that Winstrike had won't matter as long as he gets in there and finds the kills. He's going to find another one. Spins coming out.
He needs a lot of them, though.
Cheshire Cat. There. He's like, okay, skew it back with me. Decides against it, though. He's a little bit paranoid. In the mid lane, there's a push, though.
It's very hard. Like, he was hoping that he might spin a few more times there with the creeps attacking him. Didn't happen, unfortunately, for him. And because of that, Magnus just scurries away.
And great composure from FCDB. If they showed anyone in the mid lane too soon, then actually Axe never leaves. He just continues to assault onto Magnus and kills him. But by not showing him on that lane, Axe immediately gets paranoid and goes, there could be someone here. I died here recently. Not happening again.
What do you think about this smoke? They definitely need it. They have a blink on Dragon Knight, so they could use the form, but they're searching for someone on the bottom lane. They're actually, basically, this smoke, they thought that someone is going to go for the Magnus. That's
but it's the right move, but it's a desperate one. It feels a little bit desperate. Like, you know there's probably no one around there. They're stacked on the mid lane, non-Grata. This is going to happen again.
He's going to see them. He's going
Always
to
want to fly, diving pretty deep. Pikachu with a blink, actually away. The Supernova does get dropped,
that's
so
actually
somewhat
so good.
happy with that.
Yeah, that's actually so good. I mean, it is and it isn't because they use the dragon form as well. So, a big ult for a big ult.
They're going to try and make a kill happen now. The blink's coming off cooldown for Dragon Knight. You can't jump into this though. He's going to go for it. Dragon Tail tells his slip instantly. They're going to turn around with the stun. Looking for it. Terra, no, they don't need the call coming in. Light Strike Array as well. Nightmare to try and protect. The damage is already done to Pikachu. The move away by Non-Grata. Pikachu's burning up with the Battle Hunger and always want to fly with the Sunray. He's going pretty deep. Non-Grata, he's got the blink in 3 seconds. No one dying on either side there, but
yeah, they're also disgustingly tanky and fat. Look at them.
Mean, that could have went much worse for FCDB though, because he blinked in for that stun. He should be counting his lucky stripes. Non-Grata.
So bad.
Oh, so bad.
So
He's
bad.
not going to live up to his lane here.
So
the call. No. It's going to be ruined on the spot. He can just blink forward, though.
Non-Grata so bad.
Always want to fly. Is he so bad? Is he always want to die here? He might be. The skewer back in the Dragon Tail. Tells his lip. No. Good work. Ice Bow with the Light Strike around the 2. The Laguna comes out. J4 gets low. The Brain Sap. He gets rid of always want to fly. 1-for-1 trade, and they go, wait. Silent just went missing. He just took the top tower. Back away right now. You don't dance with the Terrorblade, not when you've already expended everything on someone else.
Yeah, he just took that tower and Non-Grata falls him.
Pie in the bot lane. Gonna look for the spins, but Palantimos is here to stun up on Axe as well. The everyone's gonna come out. He's gonna go for the TP. He says, okay,
goodbye.
No way of stopping you. See you later, buddy.
Yeah, he doesn't really care that much. As long as the stuns are expended, he can just go back and that's it. Just port out. So bad, farming here a little bit, has his urn, has the stake.
It just sounds like you're flaming there. So bad that he's choosing to farm here in the bot lane.
I am and I'm not at the same time. I'm finding it mildly amusing.
It's
to use
interpretive
that
casting, that's all it is.
Yeah, like the viewers can decide what I mean.
Oh no, I don't like this.
Yeah, he's going for the Radiance. I mean, it's alright versus the Terrorblade. With the illusions, it kind of helps you.
So it's a right click though, like just
of course.
Hit so hard.
You know what helps versus Terrorblade? Killing him. And with Radiance, you're gonna be a little bit slower once that RP happens.
Smoke coming out. Winstrike want to move first. The mini RP are at the ready. Non-Grata leading the charge. He's up the high ground, and that kind of confidence doesn't even care.
Yeah, he's gonna cast
Palantimos will jump in. The call's gonna be. He got the rage out though. This is good for him. It's not gonna last too long. Dragon Tail coming in on the back first. Pikachu looks to strike and lead.
Everyone is
hold on to the Terrorize. Held in the end. So bad it's not gonna throw it out. Non-Grata down to half HP. Needs to move away. Should be able to do so. The Battle Hunger making him so damn fast. The egg. They drop on the side. So bad he's just gonna delete himself here as he gets caught out the snatch from the scrap.
So bad.
Beautifully done with the Bramble Maze steal by Rubik there. They get a turnaround kill. They did use the egg, but
so many brambles.
So many.
Like,
that was a quick steal. It's beautifully done. And now look at this. The Infest are going to move in straight away. The Dragon Tail comes out, and that's a kill for a Rubik though.
Non-Grata, he does not have a...
He doesn't want to do this though. Without egg to back him up and without teammates, it's not feeling confident. Lina is here, but these are tanky individuals, and she's not doing enough damage.
Terrorblade's just split pushing top and farming. He has his Yasha now as well.
But this is the man that was the poorest core for Winstrike. Yeah. Now look at his net worth.
Now he's on top.
I mean, this is classic Silent, though. This man always lives up to his name. He's silent for 10 minutes, and then he'll get involved, and suddenly, how do you kill him?
Basically silent, and then just explodes.
Always want to fly. They need to buy some time for the egg. This is still level 1 egg, is the problem.
Level 1 egg is definitely bad, especially when you're playing versus someone with built-in BKB, such as Nix. He can just rage and just destroy that egg, because it only takes, what, a few hits?
3 hits, I think it is?
No,
Was
it
4?
isn't
Sorry.
3, it's 4.
Yeah,
It's at least 4. There, we'll check again.
5, sorry, 5, yes, right. 5, and then it goes up by 3, so that's why it's
I have like 600 games on this hero, and right now
but it feels like 4, right?
I couldn't remember how many for.
Does it? It's like 3 doesn't feel right. That's way too quick. I'm like, it's 4. I'm not sure.
No, it isn't. 5 is the
5
like,
seems reasonable
5
until
is
you're in
the
the face of
amount
4
in
heroes.
which, if there's 2 heroes attacking it, they're gonna kill it. That's basically what's happening. And on that level 2, like you can kinda cast it a bit more aggressively without any follow-up and still not die, as long as you hit the fire spirits properly.
FCDB, they just smoked up. They're actually
They have the Radiance.
TP the Magnus ahead. They want to see if there's a response, because Winstrike, they are eyeing up this bot tower.
And they use the scan as well to check if anyone is here, so they're gonna be able to move on to the uphill.
Yeah,
J4
but Winstrike's
might
reading
actually-
it perfectly. I mean, look,
J4.
always want to fly is the only one showing. They don't want this crappy Phoenix kill. They want a core, god damn it. They're going to go deep.
They don't want this chicken.
Iceberg. He just shoot himself for a second there with the Dragon Slave.
Oh, they know where he is.
They're going to blink
jump
in. They're under the tower there. They're going to make the move. They best bomb out. They'll get the kill. Always want to fly. TP not going to achieve too much. Needs to be careful himself. Non-Grata. He's ready. There's so many heroes stacked, but no vision and no follow-up.
RP wasn't used, so you don't really go there. And your Lina, which is your main burst damage right now, is dead, so you most likely don't want to go.
You say that. They're squaring up right now. Non-Grata. He'll make the move in.
Here
The
we
call's
go.
going to be there. The Sword Fruit from Always Want to Fly slowing down a little bit, down to half HP. Pikachu trying to move there. They drop the egg. No way to deal with it. The RP's going to come out, but they're attacking the wrong time. They'll get them. Terrorblade down, and they will just make scramble egg out of this Phoenix.
Yeah, they didn't even focus the egg, and they still
Velio's
win
dead
it.
as well. This is a huge area from Winstrike.
Yep.
Like you said, there was this issue where RP is still available. At the same time, it's still only a level 1 egg. They didn't even focus it. They're like,
I mean,
okay, kill the heroes first.
This isn't something that we see very often for a team of this caliber. They basically did not... They overestimated their strength there. That's it. Like, they thought that they could deal enough damage without Alina, but it was obvious that they couldn't. You're playing versus a DK and the Nix. It won't work.
And it's the kind of flaw that hurts you. I mean, typically we see Silent take these heroes that could take that fight, but the lockdown is too much for a Terrorblade. You basically are in a scenario where you're buying time for a TB. And when you make a move like that, it doesn't matter what you're doing anymore, because now the Dragon Knight is caught up. The Lifesteal is catching up very quickly here. And I'm a little bit worried now for Winstrike. There you go. The sword comes in. And look, Always Want to Fly is a hesitation. If he has the egg straight away...
Nah, it wouldn't matter. He didn't hesitate. He was trying to use Sunray before using the egg, basically. He tried to do as much as possible. But the problem is, he moved with that Sunray from the cliff, and that's why he died. He could have survived. The egg could have been positioned.
I mean. If you egg straight away, the pop comes out, maybe you get someone out.
Yeah, maybe that stun saves someone. That's true. That might have happened, but we'll never know.
We'll never know. Maybe we'll just mod the game up and we'll go for those replays, play on moments. See if we can have Liz improve on the outcomes that Winstrike tried. Your 600 games of Phoenix, you can show off how
you
good
have
you are.
a BKB on Dragon Knight now as well. So you have 2 BKBs to work with. I mean, Rage and BKB, not true BKB on Knights.
I mean, in fairness, you have still the Axe of the Call, but this is getting a lot harder for anyone to follow up. You still need the Light Strike array that comes out in Laguna from the Lina. There's not enough damage on this Terrorblade yet.
Actually, this game would have been such an awesome Sunray game for Phoenix. Like, he could have maxed that out. It would have been so good.
Yeah, free strength cores, very scary.
It's really good versus Magnus and Nix and Dragon Knight. Well, when they do not have the Rage and the BKB is on. It could be so good, actually.
Pikachu. Dragon form up. Just gonna go for the tap. Gonna force a response out of Winstrike. Non-Grata's waiting in the tree line, but Pikachu is so damn tanky now. 2k HP. It's a big ask to get through, especially with
They
J4
want to
back
defend.
end.
They are gonna defend this.
They're gonna try it. The soaring comes through, and there's the blink fort. They see the opportunity go and Always Want to Fly. They need to move away. The
call
call there.
is good.
Gonna catch only on the Bane at the moment. Sunray through. They need to burn through quickly. The game with the Light Strike raised down. BKB forced on Pikachu. He's going to try and retreat, but the blink is coming off cooldown. He's
The
ready.
RP's there.
The bomb coming in from behind. They're going to find the opportunity. Lina using the Yules to try and escape. The Terrorize is going to be there. Now Lina going to come down the Laguna. Shotgun down the Dragon Knight. Down the Light Striker Ray trying to move away quick enough, but no, you can't. Too much damage to respond.
Silent.
And Silent.
It's not so silent right now.
Line until he stabs them in the throat. And it's going to be a team wipe as Winstrike. They sacrifice Lina for the greater cause.
I just have a feeling that Winstrike was on time. Like, they were on time in this fight, while Brestomans, they weren't. Like,
it was a retracted fight. They were like arriving one by one.
First,
like,
the Bane dies, and then they try to go in with the RP with the Infest. It looked good, but this Sunray actually helped them a lot. It healed them up, and it also dealt a lot of damage in that fight. So
I think the big conundrum is you got to the stage where it's like, okay, the BKB came up with Dragon Knight. They're just going to run away. And then suddenly, like, whoa, wait, guys, we've arrived.
Yeah.
Magnus and Lifesteal out of nowhere.
We're here, wait, guys, let's fight. And then you have a Dragon Knight without the BKB fighting, and he just disappears instantly.
And beautifully done by Silent to move straight for that back line to make sure he can set up for the additional kills and make sure it's a wipe. And that swings the game in favor of Winstrike again. And Terrorblade is suddenly building that goal lead once more.
Yeah, the best thing for them is RP got expanded that fight as well. So you're going to be playing versus a team without an RP for the next 40 seconds.
You can see it already. You can see the movements actually from Winstrike. They're so much more aggressive as soon as that RP's gone. They don't actually care anymore.
They're taking that dire jungle, definitely. On the bottom lane, we also have the Lina hunting.
Well, she's on the prowl, but she won't be able to find anything. The drone comes out, and she's like, they're going to farm here. They have to default to this safe area.
Yeah. They're going to farm there. Let's go up here. That's it.
And look at this. They actually stack pretty hard on the side of FCDB. This is one of the problems with the Dragon Knight is you feel like you could go farm with the Magnus buff, but you don't feel like you're getting full value out of the hero if you're not hitting towers.
Well, in all honesty, Dragon Knight can be really strong if he's very farmed. So with that Dragon Knight in power, he gets the ability to farm a lot, which is kind of nice.
I agree, but it's like, typically we see teams, they pick this hero like, okay,
Yeah,
I've got to make timings. And uh-oh, Dragon Knight got found with a call. They're going to move in and surround him all sides. The Sunray there, the BKB comes out. Pikachu trying to move away. He has got the blink coming off cooldown. He should be fine to do so. But no, the right clicks touch him just in time. The Terrorize going to be there. Iceberg doses it out. And there's the L Dragon form coming out. But now the egg gets dropped as well. So they use the egg phenomenon. Maybe not.
Him.
No, they find Lifesteal with the call as well. He's going to be stunned up. He's going to run out of time with the rage. The Light Striker around the Laguna through. They're going to try and skew him.
It's going to be huge.
It's good. Lina dodged out the Yules, trying to move away quick enough. And now Terrible on the side. Balanamon's going to be ran down and killed. They get killed to the burn, but always want to fly good about it. Nongrana still alive, trying to move away. The Spirit Vessel moving fine. The Silent standing his ground still. He's going to be healed up by the Sunray. They're finally going to get killed onto the Lina. Can they find more here? J4's going to Nightmare up. They doesn't want to deal with the Terrorblade. Now jumping on Grunt on the back foot. The spins come out, and the supports are dead on the side of FCDB. The buyback coming out from Bane, but they're in full retreat.
Man, non-grata with these calls. Always
He's
on point.
been on point the entire game so far. And
that RP, I actually felt that it's going to be much stronger, but the Rubik stole it as well. He used it.
Yeah, beautifully done. Nice turnaround coming from him. But the biggest deal was the fact that the whole time, Silent, they gave him enough time to move to the side, not even care. At the same time, that crucial dodge with the Yules of the RP from Lina, once again, so
really well played. Really well played by Winstrike.
Nongrata nightmared up. This is very greedy, actually. Pikachu jumping to the Dragon Tail, the blink away from Rubik says, I don't know you, Nongrata, but the heals from the Sunray. The call as well, he's survived with this. The BKB is going to run out slow for Pikachu. He needs to move away. The Shrine's going to be used. Nongrata, he's ready to blink in. He's going to go forward. Looking for the opportunity. He can't quite be there, though, as Magnus does blink away.
He might chase J4, but
yeah,
Nights is here.
Dragon Tail's going to come out. Mistakes made. Nongrata got greedy.
Yeah, that was really greedy. He did not have vision, so he had no clue where Nyx is, and he just got baited, basically. Nothing more.
Silent.
Oh, Silent?
So Bad's feeling pretty brave here. I wouldn't advise this, but the mana's on cooldown, so sure, why not go for it?
He has no manta, actually.
Bedlam coming out. The problem is, can you keep him quick enough? Oh, no, no, no. This is the worst case scenario. The Thunder comes out.
Oh,
He's on the Belio instead, and they'll get the kill on the Willow still.
He swaps the Rubik, actually. He didn't count on that one. Yeah, he can't sunder Yule because of the Shadow Realm, but he can sunder one of his allies. I
mean, to be honest, he could have actually still sundered on the Dark Willow. She wasn't killing him quick enough.
Yeah, that's true.
But
once she gets out of the Shadow Realm, you know, she might have been able to burst him down. All right.
Well, they're reaching this point, aren't they, where the Terrorblade isn't going to fall to this crap anymore, and you need to kill that TB so badly. So you have to. You're going to be in a scenario soon where you're going to have to solo RP a Terrorblade against an Axe and a Lina.
It's definitely not looking good for them, as the Terrorblade is finishing up that Skadi, so he's going to be kiting these melee heroes as well. The thing is, though, like, it's not so grim for Dynamo Brest. They have Empower, and they're farming really well. Like, Dragon Knight is keeping up.
Speaking of the Magnus and his ability to set up
They
farming.
missed.
No, they missed the opportunity. They're going to move away. It's vested in. They know he's here, though. And Lifestealer will make the escape as he hijacks the creep. Non-Grata might look for the spin opportunity here.
Nah, he's going for...
The Magnus is important.
Yeah.
He was going to come out. He's going to be able to call them afterwards. The controller's there. Lifestrike Ray follow up the Laguna as well. Lifestealer's like, okay, no, I'm not helping you. You're done, Cheshire Cat. Goodbye, good sir. They
still
dropped
there.
the egg as well. No, the Terrorize coming in. He actually came out. Planamos ready to fight the buyback. Coming out from Magnus trying to move in. On the back foot, the Dragtail's there. And Rubik's down. The egg does explode. Now they're going to look to control the Lifestealer. He's still standing his ground. So strong. Pikachu moving in, slowed down so much by the Scarlet Silent. He's so scary. The BKB coming out, but no, the call's going to be there. Non-Grata control of the Dragonite is going to fall. He can't get any assistance and no RP opportunity from Cheshire Cat. He's still got a veil, but the Scarlet's there. He needs to move away quickly. Going to be chasing through Palandamos. He's just being kited out. Silent says, Boat, your turn. Dunk down. Triple kill for Non-Grata. He's still chasing. Cheshire Cat needs to get the hell out of dodge. And just before Non-Grata makes his move, but the problem is now, you take a fight like that, you buy back on the Magnus, you need one hell of an RP. And I don't think you can get it. They're going to go straight for the roach
unless he has found some way in which he can kill them solo after RPing. You don't go for the RP, you just chill. You wait for your teammates to respawn, perhaps contest this.
This is scary, though.
It's too late.
It's going to be too quick. Look at how hard Silent pick hits off. Like this Scardy pickup so quickly paid for itself fully.
Did you see how much those slows actually mattered in that fight? Just
against the Lifestealer, yes.
Lifestealer and the Dragonite as well forced him to go that BKB early on.
True, of course, the BKB will not stop the slows from coming out, which makes it so crippling for this side. And it's the perfect pick. We said, oh, they've got the BKB, they've got the Rage. Well, Silent hears what you're saying. He says, I know which item I need. And as a result, they're getting ready to push. They've got the Aegis on Lina, because you know what? Silent's not dying anytime soon. He's a very tanky boy at this point, level 22 already, and things are getting worse. Once he hits 25 with the Thunder cooldown, what is your solution there?
There isn't one. It's very hard. You need some godlike RPs and that's it, basically. It's very simple. Just RP all 5 of them. Come on.
Very, very simple. I mean, yeah, what's the problem? Come
RP
on.
the 5 of them while Dragonite and Nikes are empowered and then they cleave through everyone. It can
Easy
happen.
solution, Cheshire Cat. Come on.
So bad?
Yeah, so bad was a
So
little bit scared
bad.
there. So bad.
I wanna call it-
So bad or
Why-
so bad?
why
Which is
did-
going to be?
Why didn't he name himself So Bayed, actually? So we can have some fun in the chat as well. So Bayed.
All right, they've actually infested. And this is kind of always the issue with Lifesteal as well, is you might waste 30 seconds.
the call is
no,
here.
they're jumping on Grata. He doesn't want to wait. The egg gets dropped, and now Duckwiller might be left hung and caught. Pikachu trying to move in, but he doesn't do this quick
Can't
enough,
kill
even
it
with the BKB. It looks like the egg's going to pop, and they ping out. The Fiend's going in the back foot control of Non-Grata, but no, your Dragonite's been left behind. It's going to be hung and caught. You already lost your supports, and now you're going to start losing your cores. Dragonite down, dunked in the face. Buyback comes out from the Willow, but they don't have any other buybacks available, and they're going to notice on the side of Winstrike as they strike into that base quickly. Palandamos hoping on a prayer here. They've got the RP still available. They're going to have to use it very well here. Cheshire Cat. Where's the opportunity, though? Non-Grata is waiting on the side just to reset any opportunity he goes for.
You have to delay this. At least delay it a little bit. Yeah, that Terrorize.
Terrorize buys a few seconds, but maybe not enough. Iceberg still hits pretty hard himself. He's going to keep spamming on here. Non-Grata is keeping the right distance to make sure there's no RP.
This lane is lost. Like, they can't really defend this.
They don't have to stop it.
Perhaps defend the next one, and that's it.
They have to do something soon. The Dragonite's still dead for 30. They have to go with the Bane. They can't wait for him.
And the thing is, Axe is always standing in safe distance, so if you go for that RP, he's always going to follow up with a call.
They're going to be forced too soon. Iceberg is not a target they want to go in with the Aegis available. The Yule's going to come out. Light Strike Ray follow up onto the Bane. Going to try him up. Laguna there just before he gets stunned up. Iceberg's going to do it. No, J4, he's still alive. The call coming out. The control of the lifesteal down to half HP. The Nightmare to try and make sure he can't do the spins. The Aegis has been expended, but now they're retreating to their base. So bad dying in the tree line as the Dragon Slave does connect. And Cheshire Cat, he still has not used this RP.
It's so difficult.
Pikachu, jump in, Dragon Tail's there, Non-Grata. They'll be able to find him, skewer him in, open wounds as well. They're going to go for this. Call's going to come out. That's the control they might need. Can they get the Magnus in time? The Light Striker Ray dodged out with a Nightmare. He's chasing him across, Non-Grata. He needs a way out of this, but he doesn't have it. The Sunray there, always want to fly. He's going to turn this around the call. Catching on the 2. The Bane's going to fall. Light Striker fire the Dragon Knight. He can't hold on here. BKB trying to move away. He's going to use Dragon Tail to make sure there's no issue. The RP. They turn around the bomb for the egg on the back foot. No! They maybe get the kill to Non-Grata. He's still alive. The call's going to come out. Doesn't he have a chance for the dunk? They're going to chase forward 1. GG gets called. As Magnus, he finally sets an RP, but it has no effect against the power of Winstrike's lineup.
Magnus versus Axe.
I mean, we said mini RP or big big RP. Which one's feeling more powerful here?
The mini RP definitely, and that's basically because you don't feel like you have to think a lot about it, where you plant it, when you cast it. Like with the big RP, you have to be careful because you have a huge cooldown, right? Well, the mini RP, that is access call for everyone in the chat. Basically, you just use it time after time after time. Every time you have a good opportunity, you go for it. If it's one target, if it's two, if it's only the Nikes, you're fine with that.
I mean, Non-Grad are playing on point that game. We said earlier on, we're like, Lifestealer, what's he going to do here? Well, he's suffering a lot.
He got pressured so hard on the lane, and after the laning stage, he actually had a 10-minute Vanguard, and he was really close to Blink as well.
The problem was the Terrorblade was recovering at a quicker rate, and the TB... Like, don't get me wrong, if you get super late game, Lifestealer, pretty damn good. But Terrorblade, he hits a peak quicker, and he can match you in that late game scenario.
Yeah, he hits that peak in which he can actually go with his team and just make these fights and take towers and take objectives. While the Radiance Nikes is actually a little bit stuck until he gets that Radiance, right? So he was kind of lost on the map, as you once mentioned, lost on the map trying to find that farm, trying to finish that Radiance before he's able to fight. And then what happens? You get that Radiance, you infest the Magnus, you try to fight, you maybe win one fight. But after that, that RP is on cooldown and they have all the space they need to take a few fights after it, right? With the calls.
And it's like the mistake I think they made is they got to this stage where they were actually, at the start, they were locking down the Terrorblade perfectly. They were pressuring him constantly.
That was good.
And then we got to this stage, I like to call it the silent factor. It always happens. Every time between Iceberg and Silent, they go, Iceberg needs to be shut down. Go kill him. Go kill him right now. And then 10 minutes later, Silent's just like,
yeah, he
you
comes
let me
back
free
and takes
farm,
over.
baby, I'm here. And you especially can't do that with Terrorblade.
It's always one of these two guys that gets shut down, but he comes back because the other one is creating space. It's either the Silent or the Iceberg. So
well,
overall,
as a result, Winstrike already just waiting in the final game of the group stage. Of course, more action to come than the next days as we're going to start playing out the loser bracket games. Sorry, lower bracket.
Lower bracket, not loser bracket, please.
All right, they did lose in fairness, but it's a lower bracket. You know, it's condescending in its own way. It's like, oh, you're lower, you're not as priority. You can still look at it either way. People are going to be moaning no matter what you call it. We'll call it the LB. The LB does begin tomorrow, but not this. I don't believe we're starting with this one. I believe we're starting with the other one, the first day games. Plenty of action ahead, so you'll want to be tuning in for that. We should be starting at the normal time of 16
I think, yeah. Maybe a bit earlier tomorrow, I'm not certain, but it should be fun.
There'll
fun
be
games.
tweets out. There'll
fun
be tweets
games
out.
tomorrow.
Plenty of fun games.
Make sure to follow the channel on Twitch so you know when the games are going to be up. I've been Blizzard. This has been Killer Pigeon.
Look at him. He's
I'm taking over. I'm taking over.
You know, you get one little energy drink in him and he's buzzed. He's ready. He's like, all right, let me host a TI. Let's go.
I'm taking your job, man. It's done.
All right, guys. That's going to be it from us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.